Hi, this movie's about replacing the cellulose sponge in the mouthpiece. This is the mouthpiece here, right? Okay. What we're going to be replacing is the sponge. You see the end of the sponge there? Now after about 500 hours of use, this sponge tends to not retain its absorptive powers, and so it needs to be replaced. So this is how you do that. What we're going to be replacing now is this blue sponge here. All right. Now to give you an idea here of the amount of absorptive power that the sponge has, which is about 20 times that of a regular natural sponge. This is how this sponge here appears and is before it's moisturized. It's compressed and all the moisture is taken out of it. So this is how it's shipped. And this is how, when you first got your basic therapy, this is how the sponge was inside here. So the objective here is we're going to take out the old sponge and replace it with the new compressed sponge. Now it's very important that before we get the compressed sponge in the mouthpiece, that it doesn't have any moisture, because as soon as it starts getting moisture, it's going to start swelling up and become close to this size here. Okay, so here's how we do this. We start pushing gradually on one end with the washers, and we keep pushing it out until it comes all the way out of the outside of the mouthpiece. Okay, and now it's out. Okay, so that's the old cellulose sponge, and before we put the new one in, we're going to take some paper towels and we're going to make sure that there's no moisture left in here, because we don't want this new sponge to start swelling up until we're ready for it. Okay, so a good way to do that is to take a paper towel and wipe it dry inside. Okay, now once we've done that, we take the sponge out, and we're going to wrap it around. Now this is square, so we don't have to worry about it being in one position or another. Okay, we're going to wrap it around the cord, and then we're going to fold it so that the ends are even, so that they match up, right? Okay, then we're going to take it by the center, holding it like this, and we're going to start inserting it. See the large end to the large end, like that. Okay, we're going to insert it into the mouthpiece, keeping the edges square, And we have to, see these fasteners here, we have to work it around the fasteners. And we put it in place like that. Okay, now we've got it in place. Now the next thing we do is we pull one of the washers through the mouthpiece, okay, like that, and then the other one gets positioned pretty much automatically, so that now we have the new washer, the new sponge in position, right, on both ends like that. See the new sponge, the ends are even, right? Okay. And that's all there is to it. So now we've taken the old cellulose sponge out and we've replaced it with the new cellulose sponge out. Now we're ready to put it in our solution and start squeezing it, so we get the new sponge filled with our therapeutic solution, and we're all ready to go. That's all there is to it. The cost we're projecting, the cost of a sponge, of a new sponge, is going to be about $1.50. So 5 hours, 500 hours of use for about $1.50, we figure is pretty good. And that's it. Talk to you later.